We're going to introduce you to the Flash RSS reader. So let me just show you what it does for a start, and then we can talk into it in a bit more detail. So I'm going to click on Insert and Flash RSS reader, and I'm just going to browse and select a newsfeed. Now this is a default one from the Repeat Signage website. So I'm going to click on OK, OK again, and now I have a newsfeed scrolling along my screen. Now if I drag this to the bottom, that's quite a nice effect. Now there are basically two styles to our RSS newsfeeder. At the moment this is just displaying the titles of each news item, so if I double click on there I can actually use RSS Scroller 2, and that does it in a completely different style. So I'm going to click on OK so you can see that. And I can just resize this anywhere I want to. I can actually make it screen width as well. So if I right mouse click and do size and screen width, that's quite a nice place at the bottom of the screen to actually put like an RSS newsfeed. Now you can actually create your own news feeds for your organisation. I'll show you a couple of public ones first. So if I double click on this control, these are a couple of help pages at the bottom. If you click on the help page for the Flash RSS control, this gives you loads of information. It gives you information on how to actually you can format it in different ways as well. So you can see that there's different fonts and different colours. If I scroll all the way to the bottom of here, there is actually an RSS feed list. And these are all public services on here, like World News. You've got BBC World News, CBN, Reuters, etc. Now I can actually copy this. If I just copy the BBC World News feed, right mouse click, it's not working. I'll click it instead to open it up in the browser. When you actually look at a news feed on the internet though, you'll actually see it's made up of a series of items. This particular one, it's got the that's the title of a news item, Rotherham Chief Quits Over Abuse, and there's a description about it as well. And then you just move on to lots of different news items. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to right mouse click and go to copy. And just minimise this for the moment. Now I can actually put that address into Repeat Signage, so we've got the BBC news feeds now, and then when I click on OK, you'll see that live news scrolling along the bottom. Now in this case our control is not quite big enough, so I'm just going to make this slightly bigger just by resizing this bottom. Obviously it depends on the fonts that you're going to use on your RSS feed as well, so that's a lot better. Okay, I can double click this. Now the main difference between the RSS Scroller 1 and the RSS Scroller 2, the second one gives you this nice option where you can actually scroll both lines. The RSS Scroller 1 just gives you the first part of the news. Right, let's have a look at how we change the colours on those. So I'm going to double click on this control, and we've got all these little tabs along here. You've actually got a series of tabs along the top, but you can just ignore those for the second. So RSS General, delay time between items, so I can actually say that increase that to like 1.5 seconds. Header font, various options, item font. Now this is the header here, and then that's the item font. So I can actually specify the size. In this case I'm just going to say change that to italic instead, so you can see that changes instantly. But I'm more interested in the colours, so I'm going to change the you've got the back colour, which is black here. Let's change that to say like a blue instead. The reason you might want to change it is if you've got corporate colours and you've got like say like a red logo, you might want your RSS feed to match that. I'm just going to choose this maroon sort of colour. Okay, so that's quite nice. Maybe don't want the font colour on that one to be orange, so I might change that as well. Let's change that to this blue. Okay, so that's my new preview, and I'm just going to click on OK. So that's just a very quick overview of using the Flash RSS control.